Hi Scorpio, thank you for joining me for your weekly Sunday reading. So we are going to be taking a look at the week ahead for you from March 24th to the 31st. And as always, please do keep in mind that it's still a general reading, okay? So not everything is necessarily going to resonate for you. You only take what is yours and you leave what isn't for you for someone else, okay? And it's going to be fairly obvious what messages are for you because it'll just click for you, okay? Right, what's going on? Thank you. Right, the ant and perseverance. Yeah, so worth mentioning. I can't remember exactly how many times its own body weight an ant can carry, but it was something absolutely ridiculous. So it's also about strength as well, okay? So it's perseverance and strength. This one says, this is a message of patience. Whatever is going on right now, you cannot be so impetuous. By pacing yourself, the end result will be far more rewarding. So slow down, don't rush, work carefully, and learn to accept help from others. Oh dear, learn to accept help from others. That one might be a little bit difficult. It's okay to ask for help is the first message, okay? Again, with that message about how the ant can carry X amount over and above its own body weight, that can indicate that maybe you're used to doing a lot of things by yourself. And this feels more on an emotional level. So it could be at this point in time you're going through maybe an emotional troublesome, burdensome, worrisome time, okay? And feeling that you have to carry that by yourself so that you don't worry others or you don't want to be a burden to others because you're going through something right now. And Spirit's saying, look, it's saying right there, you're not being a burden on others, or you won't be being a burden on others. Yes, you can carry this by yourself because you've had to in the past, you know, it's kind of your thing. But Spirit's saying, yes, you can do that, but you don't have to do that. Does that make sense? So slow down, be patient. They're saying as well, try not to act too quickly. Like, try not to act on impulse in response to something, okay? It's like, take the information and keep it for the time being, okay? And it also as well, it could be something that you might not even be able to take action upon, if that makes sense. So again, we're going to pull more cards and we'll find out, okay? Hopefully by the time we get to the tarot, this energy will make sense. If it's not making sense right now, hopefully by the time we pull the timeline out, we're going to be like, oh, right. So that's why your perseverance message came out. That is usually how these reads end up going. Okay. Right, what messages do you have for our Scorpio collective, please, from March 24th to the 31st? What rune energy should they be working with? Or what messages do the runes have for our Scorpio collective this week, please? Scorpio. Thank you. Okay, Burkano and Lauges. Birth, abundance, motherhood and healing. Okay, for your first message. Something quite possibly to do with healing a mother wound, maybe for some of you, again, not all of you, okay? So there might have been some kind of shadow work that you've had to do more recently, or you will be doing some kind of shadow work this week. You know, if just in case anybody gets confused about shadow work, because I have had someone before who's really confused about it, and they're like, oh my god, is that like dark magic? Is that black magic or something? Like, no, it's inner work, inner healing. It's looking at all of the bits and pieces of yourself that you don't necessarily like, and discovering how you can bring that into balance. And a lot of times people can find their strengths through doing the shadow work. It's all the stuff about ourselves that we don't want to look at and would just prefer to ignore, type thing. That's all shadow work. Okay, so there could be a message here about someone this week, or more recently, having had done some kind of shadow work healing to do with like a motherhood wound. Okay, again, don't worry if that particular message isn't for you. The birth of something new and coming into abundance. Now, abundance, that's an umbrella term. Okay, can mean lots of different things: spiritual abundance, material abundance, so many different things. An abundance of knowledge, an abundance of friends, abundance, umbrella term. Whatever the term abundance means specifically for you, that's what it's going to be in reference to. Okay, what this mostly indicates, Scorpio, is the energy around you right now is incredibly fertile, and it really is time for you to start planting your seeds. Okay, that can be a metaphor or it can be literal. Again, take it as it resonates. Time to start planting your seeds, right? The energy around you is fertile. You plant seeds now, they will grow. That's basically being guaranteed with this. And it is through the healing work that you've already been doing that you have to thank for this new fertile energy that you can now fully take advantage of, if that makes sense. Okay, and then you've got Laugis, intuition, uncertainty, flexible, and emotional. Yeah, so again with that message of emotional, and you've got the moon that's going on there. You've got the message of the mother or motherhood in the Bacano rune. Again, all of that pinpoints towards something to do with healing mother wounds, something like that. If you are a mother, that you could have had concerns about maybe not being the best mother that you could be or could have been, or something like that. Again, that's going to be a mother or motherhood wound that you're currently healing through. Okay. And again, with the message of emotions, like a really emotional time. You do not get through any kind of shadow work without the emotions. And emotions, that can be a positive or a negative. And it's saying dark emotions have been pulled up to the surface. You've been working through that. You've been persevering through that. You've been processing that. Making peace with it also, because look at the Bacano. It's a very peaceful environment. Yeah. So again, it all ties in with the work that you have been doing on yourself. Intuition as well, like leaning more into and trusting more your own intuition through times of uncertainty. Okay, Laugis is like literally the only light that is in this energy is the light of the moon. So it's like in the times when you felt lost and confused, like literally you were only being led by the light of the moon, and that was scary because the moon can cast shadows. Shadows can oftentimes appear a lot larger than what they actually are. Moon energy, we can frighten ourselves. That is moon energy. Have you ever gone for a walk on a really ridiculously dark night and you've literally not got any other light source other than the moon? Like, first-hand experience, that shit's scary, right? And you have to rely on your own intuition to guide you. So again, it's another metaphor for the energy that either you will be working with or you more recently have worked through. Okay, I feel that it's more energy that you've more recently worked through, because you're coming out the other side of it far more intuitive and independent than how you went in the situation, if that makes sense. And then, yeah, at the bottom of the deck, Skibu. Beautiful. It's like union, partnership. This one says give and take, goodwill, promise, and marriage. Finding people that you trust. Finding a partner that you trust as well. If you're currently single, then it's indicating that because of the work you've done on yourself, it is calling in your person, your partner, Okay, if you're already in a partnership, then it's showing that that particular partnership, it might go through a bit of an emotional time this week, or it more recently has gone through a bit of an emotional time. I'm hearing upheaval. Why am I getting upheaval? An emotional upheaval. So a bit of a rocky situation, not necessarily because of your partner or to do with your partner. It's more like an emotional time within this partnership. But it feels, I mean, because you got this promise of healing as well. It's like, it's almost like spirit's coming through for you guys and saying, Scorpio, it's going to be okay. Honestly, it is going to be okay. You are going to get through this. And your partner, if you have one, you're going to get through this together. If you don't have a partner, you're going to get through this, and then you'll find your person. Okay. Again, that's where you need to use your own discernment, because it is still a general read, and obviously everybody's got different situations going on at the exact same time. So this is like Scorpio overall energy. All right. So sometimes it can, like the message, and it annoys me as well that sometimes the messages can come out a little bit too vague, but that's the reason why. Okay, we can't get too specific, because it's impossible to get like pinpoint specific on a general read. If you want more specific energies, then you're probably going to be looking at like personal read. But yeah, as far as it goes, like spirit's coming through and saying, look, you are, whatever's going on this week, Scorpio, don't feel disheartened. Okay, you are going to get through this, right? Be patient with yourself. The end result of this does promise to be rewarding. Okay, so let's keep pulling cards and we'll see if we can get further information for you lot. What's going on for Scorpio? What's coming in for Scorpio, please, for March 24th to the 31st? You have honest messages for our Scorpio collective. What's going on for Scorpio? Where is it, baby? That's just a kitten in the background. She's been asleep behind me on my seat for ages and ages and ages, and I've been teetering on the edge of my seat. So I'm just readjusting myself now because she's decided that the bed is a much better option. Yeah, she's very wise. Okay, the cup and the kettle. Right, so for your cup energy, it says replenishment, respite, and healing. Again, with that word, healing, healing, healing. It's all over your energy, Scorpio. Whatever's going on this week, please do be rest assured it is going to work out okay in the end, right? The kettle, communication, community, and understanding. Probably the cup and the kettle, that's like sociable energy, coming together with friends, coming together with family, communicating, talking, speaking. I'm getting the vibe of smoothing something out, or finalizing the details of something, smoothing out the details of something here. Okay, making sure that you're taking enough time for respite, which healing, recovery. Okay, what else for Scorpio, please? I'm gonna clarify these with the tarot in just a minute. Okay. The moon. Yeah, so key words for you this week, Scorpio: moon energy and healing. Moon and healing, moon and healing. This one says progress, personal growth, and solitude. Interesting. So there needs to be a fine balance between being sociable and taking time in solitude. Okay, taking time for yourself so that you can process everything. Again, with the moon energy, fears, a very emotional time. It's okay for you to temporarily disconnect from being sociable for a little bit so that you can go within, find some quiet solitude, meditation, that sort of thing. Okay, maybe, I mean, because I am getting this energy of feeling overwhelmed this week as well, like information overload, which again is adding on to this emotional, it is like an emotional overload type thing. Maybe not knowing how to process your emotions, to do with a situation that is quite upsetting. Okay. Nice. So you've got the toad under there. Right, it says self-worth, hidden beauty, and self-respect. Your toad energy is also about cleansing, right? And it's funny because before I turned this deck over, my eyes were drawn to that waterfall in your Bacano card. Cleansing. Maybe it is time for some of you to genuinely have a cry. Okay, there's no shame in that, none whatsoever. Okay, hidden beauty. Hidden beauty. That's an interesting one. There is a beauty to be had, or a beauty to be found in honouring and feeling your emotions. Again, I'm going to need to clarify this with the tarot, so if you just give me a minute. What's this message about hidden beauty, please? The Scorpio. What's this message about hidden beauty? The Scorpio, please. Hidden beauty. What's this? The Scorpio, please. Thank you. Ten of Wands has come out. Vulnerability. So we started off your read with Spirit telling you, yes, you can carry this emotional thing by yourself, but you don't have to. And if I switch out to the overhead camera, you can see the angle that Ten of Wands has fallen out at. It's off balance. So you feel in charge and in control of your own life when you've got a handle on what's going on around you. This is something that you're not in control of, right? And yet you have to deal with it anyway. And so Spirit's saying, look, there is a beauty in vulnerability. Okay. Remember, your key words was the moon and healing. So your hidden beauty in vulnerability. It's okay to ask for help. If you're needing to communicate your worries, your concerns, your hardships with anybody, you're not being a burden. You're not trauma dumping. That's not what you're doing. You're not trauma dumping. Some of you feel or think that you are trauma dumping. It's, again, self-respect. Remember, with that toad energy, self-worth, hidden beauty, and self-respect. You're not trauma dumping by sharing your worries, your concerns, your fears. Okay? Especially for those of you who do have a partner, Spirit's saying don't shut them out, don't lock them out. There is a beauty to be found in vulnerability. Okay, you can share the load, right? Can you clarify the Gibu? Let's go from this way to the top. Can you clarify Gibu for Scorpio, please? Thank you. Interesting. 5 of coins off balance and the 6 of swords in the upright position. So your 5 of coins energy is lack. You don't want to come across as being weak or looking fragile with that combination. that there is definitely a fragility to your energy this week. And you need to be aware of that, Scorpio, because if that's the case, anything could set you off. Okay, that there's only a certain point that you can keep everything to yourself for, until something completely unrelated is going to trigger you, and then poof, the whole thing goes up like a volcano. Okay. Can you clarify Berkano for Scorpio, please? Thank you. The Empress energy, fertility, abundance, same energy basically. It's the same card. Okay, I'll read that one to you again. Birth, abundance, motherhood, and healing. It's the same energy as the Empress. Okay. I'm feeling that this is all about some kind of life change here. There's a new beginning here for you as well. With Bacano and the Empress. Yeah, the Eight of Cups off balance. Because you've surrendered something. You've released something. And it is absolutely to do with emotions. Absolutely. By you releasing these pent-up emotions, you're going to be giving birth, technically, to a new version of yourself that kickstarts a new beginning for you. There's some kind of an abandonment thing that's going on with this energy as well, with the Empress and the Eight of Cups off balance. You're healing some kind of an abandonment thing. Interesting. You can clarify Lauges for Scorpio, please. Thank you. Page of Wands, the Seven of Coins, and the King of Cups. Okay. There's a new outlook on life here. So with this release comes a new outlook on life. And a new... It feels like a new motto in life. It's like, well, it's either going to work or it doesn't. And if it doesn't, do you know what? I'm okay with that. I'm just going to try and start something new, something different. That's how this energy feels for me. Can you tell us more about this for Scorpio, please? Thank you. Strength, off balance, and the Two of Swords. I'm hearing a moment of weakness. And not getting caught out again. Not getting caught out in a moment of weakness. I don't know what that's all about. Interesting. We've also got an investment here that's being made either into your spiritual talents or an investment that you're making in a love connection. So again, take it as it resonates. Because not everybody who is watching these readings is necessarily involved in a love connection or is looking for a love connection. There are some here who are more engrossed at this point in time in developing their spirituality and their spiritual connections and their relationship with the universe. Okay, so again, take it as it resonates. But it feels like I'm really surprised that the Fool energy hasn't come out, actually, because it does feel like you're taking a calculated risk on something here, where you are making an emotional investment and or a spiritual investment, and it's like your attitude towards it is literally, okay, well, do you know what? I'm going to try this thing. I'll do it the best I can, and either it works out or it doesn't. But either way, I'm not going to be caught out the same way I was caught out before. It's like you're not going to allow your weakness or an attribute that you feel is a weakness. You're not going to allow that to stop you from making this particular investment. You're fully leaning into your own intuition here. And clarify the cup energy for Scorpio, please. Thank you. The Hierophant off balance. Why is that off balance? And there's your Fool energy. The Hierophant and the Fool off balance. That feels like the opinions of others. It's like you're not going to allow the opinions of others to persuade you. It's like you'll listen to the opinions of others, but you won't allow it to impact on what you know and what you believe. Do you know what I mean? Yeah, the World at the bottom of the deck. Interesting. Interesting. Clarify the Kettle for Scorpio, please. Thank you. The Page of Cups reversed. I'm getting this because your Kettle is community energy. There's something to do with like a fake community that you're no longer engaging with, or fake people that you're no longer engaging with. It's almost like you can see through certain people. You can see when others are doing acts of kindness for genuine reasons, or if they're doing that for their own gain type thing. Because your Page of Cups reversed, when that came out the deck, I heard it's not unconditional, which is really bizarre. So it's like, and then you tie that in with the community energy. So it's like you can see when certain people are doing things just to be kind, or when they're doing nice things just to make it look like to the rest of their community that they're a nice person. It's almost like you can see through someone here. You can see through them. Interesting. Yeah, Ace of Swords at the bottom of that deck. You can see the truth behind Page of Cups reversed. Okay. Can you tell us about the Moon energy for Scorpio, please? Thank you. The Sun reversed. The Sun reversed to clarify the Moon. Interesting. That's deep, deep unhappiness. But it's not coming from you. I feel that that's what you've been working through more recently. You've been working through some kind of deep, deep unhappiness. Because we started off your reading with you working through some kind of shadow work. This is the energy of how, like, misery loves company. And you're no longer going to be associating with that kind of community, with that kind of world. Because you saw the world energy as well. Tell us more about... Wow. Tell us more about the Sun in reverse. And it's stuck in my pile of cards over there. The Four of Cups reversed. Yeah. That's a new outlook on life. Your Four of Cups reversed. It feels very much, Scorpio, like you're carving out your own path here. It's like you're not interested in a community that will sit and complain and not do anything about their situation. You're more interested in getting that bit over and done with, the sitting and complaining, because you recognise that something's deeply, deeply wrong, but then you actually do something about it as well, with the Chariot being under there. See, there are two types of people in this world, aren't there? There are those who sit on their hands and complain about everything, but then don't do anything with it or about it. And then there's another group who recognise that there are things deeply, deeply wrong, but then they use that as a fuel for positive change. Interesting. Okay. Let's take a look. What's going on for Scorpio, please? What's going on for Scorpio? Can you provide some clarity for what's going on in Scorpio's energy, please? Provide some clarity for what's going on. Thank you. Gifts, illusion, and scavenge with curiosity. You need to be curious in order to take risks in life. And if you don't take risks in life, then you're never going to get anywhere. You're never going to get anything done. Somehow that's relevant. It feels like you've got gifts coming in here for you, Scorpio. Gifts of appreciation. People do appreciate you. They appreciate your efforts. They're going to be showing you and demonstrating to you that they do appreciate you. And then you've got this energy here, illusion and scavenge. It's saying that you're going to have to let some people live in their own illusions. They're saying you can't change the world for everybody. It's almost like because you've gone through the process and the changes that you have gone through, it's like you're trying to help and or wake up other people as well. But not everybody wants to be woken up. There are some people out there that prefer to live in the illusions that they have been living in. Now that can be on a small scale or that can be on a much bigger scale. Again, you just have to take it as it resonates, okay? But with this energy, it's like some people are comfortable with the way that their lives are, even though they're miserable. And you know what? That's okay, because it's okay for them. It's like you can't change that on their behalf. Okay. What's coming in for our Scorpio collective, please? Can we have a 9-card read for our Scorpio collective from the 24th to the 31st of March? What can Scorpio expect this week, please? And what is your guidance for our Scorpio collective? What's coming in for Scorpio? High Priestess, first card out. Yeah, some of you are incredibly spiritually gifted here. High Priestess right next to the Empress. You could be the Empress energy, or you could be dealing with an Empress energy. Again, just take it as it resonates. Page of Coins. And a Page of Wands. 2 pages. Interesting. It feels like you're going to be coming up against a few people this week who have all got differing opinions, but they're also valid opinions. So it's like you're going to be the voice of reason here. You got the Queen of Cups as well. 3 of Wands, 2 of Wands, Temperance. Okay, well, zodiac information is going to be pretty useless at this point, Scorpio, because you've got all all of the zodiac energies that have come out. All of them. Strong on Pisces, Cancer, Sagittarius. Yeah, moon. The moon again. Moon is your overall energy. So there's like... This week is going to be really, really emotional for whatever reason. But by the end of the week, you're going to be incredibly happy as well. There could also be news here that's coming in towards you at the end of this week that pertains to either your finances, your career, or just your stability. Okay, so again, that word, stability, it's an umbrella term. What is it that makes you feel stable and secure within your environment? And that's what the topic at hand is going to be about. Okay, you got good news that's coming in towards you here at the end of the week that pertains to your stability and or your finances. Okay. Let's clarify this one. The moon and the 9 of cups, please, for Scorpio. What is this energy? Moon with the 9 of cups for Scorpio, please. The King of Cups. Yeah. Emotions all over the show here. It's beautiful. So that clarified with the King of Cups. If you are currently single, then you've definitely got someone all up in their feelings about you. Like, there's no question of that. Okay. This person definitely admires you. They take a lot of the way that you do things on board. And they're incorporating some of that in their own life and in their own daily routines as well, I feel, with this. Tell us more about its energy for Scorpio, please. Thank you. Knight of Coins and the Devil. Interesting. There could be someone who's trying to stop this person from coming close to you or getting closer to you. It definitely feels like someone is trying to stop something, Scorpio. Now, if this is about, because cups can be spiritual as well as love and emotions. If this is about your own spiritual growth, so say, for example, you're not actively looking for love, or you're just not into that right now, which is fair enough. If that's about your spiritual growth, there could be someone who is actively trying to stop you from growing and evolving spiritually. Okay. And they have been unsuccessful in their efforts to stop you because of your own perseverance. With you persevering through it, what you actually did there, Scorpio, was you sent clear messages to the universe that what you're trying to do right now, you're absolutely serious about it. It feels like a setup. It's almost like you were put through some kind of trials and tribulations, almost deliberately, as a test to see how serious you were, how dedicated you were to that particular thing. Okay. It's basically you've passed the test and they have been unsuccessful at stopping you from doing whatever this is. Okay. And the whatever this is, for one group of you, is going to be your spiritual advancement. And for another group of you, it's going to be a relationship with another person. Okay. It's karmic energies, basically. A karmic energies was stopping you from achieving your 9 of Cups, your wish fulfillment, your happiness, your life purpose even. Okay. You can clarify the High Priestess energy for Scorpio, please. Thank you. 8 of Wands, 8 of Swords off balance. Yeah. Yeah, probably looking for some kind of clarity through High Priestess. That's like card readings, spiritual advisors, looking for some kind of clarity, some advice. trying to figure out, okay, what do I do in this situation? Because I know full well that there's someone or something is trying to stop me from reaching my goal. What do I do about it? You know, looking for that clarity, and then receiving that clarity, following through with the advice that was given, which then took you to the Empress energy. Now, it doesn't matter if you identify as feminine or masculine, gender fluid, doesn't matter. Okay, it's just the energy of the card. It's Empress energies. You're coming into fertile energy. Now is the time for you to plant your seeds. Empress, Page of Coins. Okay. Yeah, 2 of Wands. Time to make plans for the future. Clarify. Thank you. Didn't even get to ask. 2 Empresses. Empress times 2. Yeah, you're in very powerful energies right now, Scorpio. Definitely. If this energy here was a person that was trying to stop you from achieving what you're wanting to achieve in life, then it's saying that other person is like a love rival that was trying to stop you, and they've been unsuccessful. Okay. Well, Ace of Wands, yeah. Starting off something new, a new project. There could be, I mean, there's really youthful energy here that's going on. Somebody could be trying to start a family, or someone's wanting to add to their pre-existing family. Someone maybe wants another child here. Okay, if that's you, Scorpio, then it's showing that you will get that particular wish. You've got the 7 of Swords that's coming out. It feels a little bit dramatic. It's probable that someone lied about a child. Again, that's not going to be for absolutely all of you. Okay. Tell us more about this energy for Scorpio. Thank you. 6 of Coins in the reverse position. That's like someone's giving something back, or someone's taking something back. It's give backsies energy. 7 of Swords, 6 of Coins in the reverse position. It's like someone's snatching something away, you know. I don't know how you come into that particular energy. It could be, Scorpio, maybe someone is presenting to you an offer with that Page of Coins, but then the second that you don't do what it is that they're wanting you to do, they're going to snatch that thing away again. Do you know what I mean? Oh, yes, we did see something similar there, didn't we, with the Page of Cups in reverse. And how you could see through other people. You could see if they were being generous for the sake of just being generous, or being generous because they had another game at play. Yeah, that ties in with that energy right there. Okay, so it's possible that this week, Scorpio, someone of that caliber is going to be offering you either a gift, like it could be something physical, or a gift of an opportunity, but they're offering you that because they want you on the hook for something. And if you don't go along with whatever it is that they say, they're going to snatch that thing away again, you know. Is a conditional gift, basically. Clarify the page. Thank you. The messages are coming in so quick. It's quite funny. I didn't even get to ask again, but I was looking at the Page of Wands, and it's come out with the 2 of Coins. Yeah, 2 of Coins is equilibrium. I'm getting realism and realistic, but also you keeping your balance. It's like keeping things in perspective. It's not allowing yourself to get too far ahead of yourself. It's not allowing yourself to get overly excited at this, whatever this here that's being offered, and allowing your imagination to run wild with you. It's keeping it real. You're keeping it real. It's like someone might try and play into your FOMO this week, you know. Clarify the Queen of Cups for Scorpio, thank you. The Sun in reverse, interesting. That's twice that's come out with the Sun in reverse. What's going on with the Sun in reverse? Thank you. Okay. So the Knight of Cups, the Tower in reverse, and the Eight of Cups off balance. This is showing me, Scorpio, an unhealthy situation that's going on that you're not actively involved with. You're definitely not actively involved with it, with that Eight of Cups in the position that it's at. And especially being right next to the Three of Wands. This feels like a situation that you've already separated from, moved away from, okay? And it's to do with an individual who is quite, I want to say quite dark in nature, quite emotionally manipulative. Okay, with the Queen of Cups clarified with the Sun in reverse. It's like you know better than to get re-involved with that person. Okay, it's like you dodged a bullet with them before in the past. It feels like they are setting up a situation in the hope that they can maybe try and reel you back in or something like that. But it's saying that you know full well and you know better than to get re-involved with that person and with that situation. Clarify the Three of Wands for Scorpio, please. Thank you. Yeah, Page of Cups off balance. Something to do with like childhood wounding here. It's like someone was deeply, deeply unhappy, so they did everything that they could in their power to try and make you just as unhappy as they are or were, with the Sun coming out twice in reverse. But it didn't work. It didn't work. Two of Wands, Temperance, Four of Wands. Okay, but why is that coming out for this week's energy, though? Maybe there's an emotional situation that kicks off this week, Scorpio, that involves that person. And you can see this trap for exactly what it is. Clarify the Two of Wands. Thank you. Yeah, Ten of Cups. Your happiness. Your security. Your family happiness also. You're making a choice this week, Scorpio, and the choice that you're choosing, I feel, is you and all the family that you created. Your High Priestess reversed. You might try and convince other people not to fall for this person's BS. But it's almost like they're walking into that situation willfully and willfully blind. High Priestess reversed. Spirit saying let them. Okay, you've done what you can in that situation. If they're going to walk into that willfully blind or willfully ignorant, you're going to have to let them. You have to think of yourself. Temperance clarified with the Five of Wands in reverse. They're saying it's not your battle, it's not your fight, it's not your argument. Clarified, thank you. The Four of Wands is clarified with the Ten of Coins reversed. Yeah. Yeah, and you got the Five of Cups at the bottom of that deck. So it's going to end badly for them because they're being willfully ignorant. In spite of your warnings, in spite of your guidance, your advice, your past experience that you've tried to impart onto that person. Looks like they're just going to charge ahead and do it anyway, and Spirit's saying, yeah, unfortunately, Scorpio, you are going to have to just let them. They're saying, like, let them learn the hard way, okay? And in the meanwhile, you focus on your own Four of Wands. That's your stability. There's also some kind of milestone here that you're going to be reaching, I feel. Tell us more about the... Thank you. Seven of Coins. That's scattered. And the Nine of Swords reversed. You're going to be glad that you didn't get involved with this situation. You're going to be glad that you walked away when you did. So you're being proven right yet again about another situation this week, Scorpio. Yeah, Page of Wands at the bottom of the deck. I do feel strong naivety. Yeah, strong naivety in the face of evidence. Evidence that you've given them. In the face of warnings that you've given them about getting involved with that person or that situation. Or warnings that you gave them about them trying to fuck with you somehow. Because remember that there's a situation over here that we've clocked where someone was deliberately trying to sabotage your efforts, trying to stop you from either getting in a relationship or advancing with your spirituality. It's that person who is basically... something's going to backfire on them. Okay. In spite of your warnings, in spite of you trying to tell them, look, that's really ill-advised, and don't do that. But it doesn't feel like it's anything that you're doing in retaliation to them, though. That's the thing. It feels like because you've cut things off and you've disconnected, it's like Spirit, the universe takes over type thing. Do you know what I mean? Okay. What else is Scorpio, please? So there's quite a lot of different messages there for you, Scorpio. And again, not everything's going to tie in. And not everything is going to necessarily resonate for you. Okay. It's just like puzzle pieces, basically. However it fits is completely personal for yourself. Whoa. That top one as well. Okay. Number 10. Yeah, so there is some kind of a completion here, Scorpio, with that being number 10. It says you have great leadership skills, your mind is sharp and allows you to dream up ingenious ideas and organise all of the details and then direct others on how to carry things out. Okay, so you're ingenious. Yeah, so again, just do keep in mind, what is it they say? You can lead a horse to water, but you can't make it drink. Okay, there's only so much you can do to help others. If someone is on this quest of self-destruction, there's nothing that you can do about it, in spite of your very best efforts, okay? So focus on those who are more organised within themselves and who are more willing to do the right thing. Okay, and then 666, I am centered, a wake-up call for you to re-examine your current situation and change the direction of your thoughts so that you can raise your vibration to a more positive frequency. Yeah, so keep your vibes high. And then I am inspiring, number 21. You're highly creative with a strong will to succeed. Your imagination is highly charged. It reveals itself in everything that you do, from your sparkling conversation to your most prized projects. Yeah, so you might not feel that you're an inspiring individual, but you definitely are very much so an inspiring individual. You do inspire others to, do things differently, to do things better, to achieve more, to be more. What else to Scorpio, please? Okay, right, so for your guidance, I'm using the Sun Tzu deck. Interesting. The general who advances without coveting fame and retreats without fearing disgrace, whose only thought is to protect his country and to do good service for his sovereign, is the jewel of the kingdom, meaning you cannot be friends with everyone. Friends do what they do because they are our friends and we love them. They do it because they know it is the right thing to do, but while some people can be our friends, others cannot. The difference is that the friends can be inconvenient, annoying, troublesome, expensive and taxing, but we will forgive them. Okay, so yeah, that's like literally what I was trying to say. It's like you can't lead a horse to the water and make it drink. It's like you can only do so much. And also, some of you this week, you're probably not going to be feeling very sociable, and you know what, that's okay. It's okay to have your moments of wanting to just temporarily disconnect. Those who are your true friends are going to completely understand, and when you're feeling ready and feeling better again, they're going to welcome you back in with open arms. And those who don't and speak crack about you behind your back because you've temporarily disconnected and they've taken it as some kind of personal affront to themselves, well then they can quite frankly go fuck themselves. Okay? And then you've got, we shall be unable... Hold on. My brain's not working. We shall be unable to turn natural advantage to account unless we make use of local guides, meaning use the knowledge of others. So don't always think you have to go it alone. But boom, Scorpio, your read has just come full circle. Your first message from Spirit was, just because you can do it by yourself, it doesn't mean that you have to do it by yourself. And what is this? It's saying the exact same thing. You don't always think you have to go it alone. You don't have all of the answers or all of the information all of the time. If you know someone who has the skills and knowledge that you don't have, then ask them for advice or help. They will almost always be happy to share what they know with you. Okay, so it's okay to ask for help. It's okay not to have all of the answers all of the time. Okay, right, and then finally for your cheeky deck, again, I do need to give a warning with this one. If you're not into sarcasm and swearing, then you don't have to listen, okay? I love using funny decks at the end of every read because I like to think that it puts a smile on people's faces and it lifts up the energy right before the read ends. So, I mean, there's nothing nicer than, coming away from a read and feeling more in charge, more in power, more in control of yourself and the way that your own life is going, right? You don't want to be coming to a read and feeling powerless and distraught and more stressed than how you went into the reading, right? So that's why I use these decks. Laughter's the best medicine, as they say, right? But yeah, if you wouldn't say it to a friend, then you shouldn't say it to yourself. So watch the way that you're speaking to yourself this week, Scorpio. Okay, some of you do have a tendency to judge yourself far, far, far too harshly. And if that was anyone else that was saying the things that you say to yourself, if anyone else was saying those things to you, you wouldn't be their friend. Okay, you wouldn't want to have anything to do with them. So basically stop being spiteful to yourself. okay? Check in with your thoughts with this simple test. When you catch yourself being a jerk, respond the way that you would if somebody was saying that shit to your BFF. A simple pitch please usually does the trick. Today, say as many bitch pleases to yourself as you need to shut your jerk down. Yeah, so your loud inner critic, Scorpio, might get out of control this week, okay? You might be feeling like a bit of a failure or whatever this week. Remember, that's just your loud inner critic that is absolutely full of shit, okay? Do not listen to that loud inner critic. You might even find that the voice of your loud inner critic isn't even in your voice. It's in the voice of someone else. It's in the voice of someone from your childhood. Could have been like an overly critical or overbearing or straight up abusive parent or parental figure. It could be in their voice. It's not even in your own voice. That's the thing. So it isn't coming from you. Okay. And yeah, you can tell that loud inner critic to fuck off. And you can say it out loud if that helps. And you will find that the more times you do that, the more that loud inner critic will start to dissipate. Okay. So your loud inner critic this week, Scorpio, is going to be an absolute bitch or bastard to you. Don't listen to it. You know that that's not coming from your higher self. You know that's not coming from your intuition. You know that that's not coming from your spirit guides. You know that that's coming from some kind of low vibe place. Okay. Just keep on top of that this week and you're going to be golden. Okay. But yeah, that is what I have for you guys this week. Please remember that tarot's just a guide. You're the one that's in charge, not tarot. Okay. You can make changes. You're in full control of your own life, Scorpio. Okay. But yeah, if you feel that you could benefit from a personal reading, then I am taking bookings on my website, which is phoenixkeiatarot.com. The link for that is in my description box below. Thank you so much for joining me today. Don't forget to go check out your other signs or your daily readings. I never clickbait my titles, okay? The title has come from something that I actually did say during the reading. I do not believe in clickbaiting titles because that sets a false precedence then. And it's like, well, how are you going to know if that's your reading if I've clickbaited the fucking thing, right? So that's why I don't do it. The title is something that I've actually said. So if you resonate with any of the titles of any of my other readings, you can bet your ass that that's going to be your reading because you've already resonated with the title. You know that I'm going to say that in the read, okay? So you know that is the context of what's going on in that energy. But yeah, anyway, thank you again for joining me, you guys. I love and appreciate absolutely every single one of you. I think you're all just absolutely amazing. Thank you so much for spending your time with me, and I hope to see you in the next one. Okay, bye.